Obviously, the film based around the idea of someone who is not very good at something but continues to do it anyway.
It's very generous.
What is the thing that you are awful at? That you're like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to keep doing it.
Male modeling. I haven't gotten one call.
Why not? Look at that bone structure.
I know, and I keep trying to just... I think if I had an underbite, then I would really have that good jawline. But so I walk around like that sometimes. I just don't get it. Now, the phone does not ring.
Waiting on that call.
So there's that. And then aside from that, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'll dance at home to make my kids laugh, only to make people laugh. But there's this secret part of me while people are laughing at my dance moves that thinks, don't I kind of have a preternatural gift for this? But again, the phone is quiet.
But
so.
One day someone will see you and they'll say, that guy.
They will.
That guy.
And I'll be in tights and I'll be happy as a clam.
Because obviously Florence was in the position in her life where she wasn't really subject to criticism for a lot of reasons. And I feel like, and your character in privacy was able to criticize her.
Sure.
Meryl Streep also, though differently, in a position where most people aren't going to criticize Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
But if you were going to criticize her in private, what is the thing about Meryl Streep that you would criticize her about?
Oh my God. If I were, well, okay, hold on a second. Excuse me.
It is just you and me talking, man.
First of all, I relentlessly made fun of her and criticized her openly throughout this shoot, so I never had to be in private. The only thing that I can criticize is that just the frustration that I have in her, the ability to do anything that is put in front of her. I know that sounds like a diplomatic thing, but like there's a scene where we play piano. It's her left hand and my left hand and her right hand. And so it was like, I remember saying, well, do you play? She had to learn this piece. And she kind of was like, I don't really, once. And then she could play both hands. And I don't know if she's just being humble, or I don't know if maybe like she was in a lab accident and somehow there's some superhuman ability. So it's frustrating. I'm critical of her seemingly superhuman powers.
I picture her just like with like drums and just all of her using her Oscars as like
right.
drumsticks, Just,
right. She should just start wearing her Oscars.
It's
to
like
the
a
Oscars.
chain, like Flavor
Just
Flav.
melt them down.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
are you wearing? I'm wearing Oscar.
I'm wearing Oscar.
This is
3 of
Sophie's
them.
Choice. Yeah.
We got Iron Lady over here.
Yeah. Sophie's Choice sounds like a terrible name for a perfume, I think. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, well, that's the end. Obviously, this is a great movie to sort of come around this time of year because it's sort of kind of the anti-summer movie, which I like for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
It's coming out in the middle of comic book movies and Star Trek. If the characters from The Big Bang Theory were to go see a movie and they accidentally stumbled into Florence Foster Jenkins, instead of seeing Suicide Squad or Star Trek, what would the different characters say? Would they stick through it? What would their reaction be?
Wow. Yeah, I think that they probably can relate to this idea of being the underdog, I guess, that she is. And all of these characters are, the similarity, I would say, is that they're all sort of not long for this world in this movie and in the show. They're sort of these aliens that she's an opera singer, for crying out loud, and she's terrible. And so I think, while the guys in The Big Bang have chosen, to be a physicist and try to pick up the ladies, I think they know one thing or another about aiming high. They all aim for the stars and kind of fall on their face. So
except Howard, who isn't a doctor.
You need to leave.
I had to bring that up. You give me the wrap. I do want to ask really quickly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's an incredible true story that focuses on sort of a small part of an amazing life that she had, because she did a lot of great things.
Yeah.
If someone were going to make a movie about your life, what is sort of that small part? What is the moment that would make the best movie?
Well, on my bar mitzvah night, as you can hear, right? Like, on his bar mitzvah night.
I hear the movie trailer voice.
The night after his Haftorah. There was this huge earthquake in Los Angeles where I was, and so I feel like you could make like the silliest disaster movie of all time, where all my Israel bonds fall into a crack to the center of the earth.
I see the poster,
and
like
incinerate. Yeah,
then your male modeling skills come out.
Well, I think The Rock would play me. Imagine him in a yarmulke.